Local news that matters. This is KLBK News at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mari Salazar. Eric Kelly joins us at the desk because it looks like Texas Tech picked up another win today.
Yeah, big push, final push for that Big 12 regular season championship.
Exciting.
3 games left, including today at TCU, a big one. 2 road games, 1 home one. Got to get those road wins. Fort Worth on the road for Texas Tech. Early on, Red Raiders hot from the field. Brandon Francis hits the 3 to put them up 19-9. Then on the break, it's Francis again, part of a 17-4 run that really extended the lead for the Red Raiders. Then Tech would get another big run. Kyler Edwards hits a 3. That was part of an 11-0 run, a separate one that would extend the lead out to 22 at its highest. And Tech goes on to win 81-66, the final. Well, extended highlights of that one, of course, in sports.
All right, thanks so much, Eric. We'll see you later in sports. 2 Plainview people are listed as missing on the Texas Department of Public Safety website. This is 35-year-old Catherine Catano and her daughter, 2-year-old Jolene Hope Resendez. The website shows us Catano was last seen leaving her home with Jolene in a white Chevrolet Traverse. We have more details of their disappearance on our website. If you have information that could help find Catherine and Jolene, call DPS immediately. Women's Protective Services says violence against women is a growing problem in Texas, with 136 women dying from assault in 2018. That's why they held a self-defense class to show women what to do when you're being attacked. Our Emily Harrison went to the class. Looks like she picked up some moves too.
Madi, the first thing that you're going to want to do is make a lot of noise if somebody's got a hold of you. But if that doesn't work, then it's your job to bring them to the ground.
Everybody should know 2 things. They should know how to swim and how to fight. And in West Texas, you can stay out of the water, but there's no way you can avoid violence.
Dozens of women lined up to learn how to kick, throw, and punch off an attacker. For most of the women, it was their first self-defense class, but not the first time they have felt threatened.
Some guy at a gas station tried to get into our car. It was about 4 or 5 of my friends, and we had no idea what to do at the time.
I've seen a lot of posts lately on Facebook about girls whose houses are being broken into or being followed while they're running and things like that, and that sparked me to want to know what to do.
Women's Protective Services and the Texas Karate Institute partnered up to give this free class, saying violence against women is a growing problem.
I think it was 136 women that were killed in 2018 due to domestic violence. It could be me, it could be you. I mean, we don't know when we're walking from outside from our car to go to our car. We don't know. Somebody could be watching us while we're walking through the store and then follow us out knowing that we're by ourselves.
That's why it's so important to instructor Tom Downs that you know exactly what to do if it happens to you.
I want to help them. I want to have them walk with confidence and authority, because that is their first line of self-defense.
So Downs says to kick, fight, do whatever it takes to get away from your attacker, because assault can happen to anyone.
Sexual assault victims range from infants to 98-year-old women, and lessons in self-defense and martial arts greatly improves a woman's chance of not being assaulted. You have a right to defend your life.
Instructors say it doesn't matter how old you are. Anyone can learn these moves, and in the wrong situation, can learn how to save your own life. I'm Emily Harrison, KLBK News.
All right, thanks so much, Emily. Austin investigators say thieves have been using online information about Texas churches to pretend to be preachers. Then the crooks pretend to be ministers and call or text parishioners asking for gift cards for charity. But then they insist they can't pick up the cards, so they ask the victim to read the card numbers for them. Attorney General Ken Paxton says churches throughout Texas have been targeted using information from their websites or online bulletins. If you think you're a victim of fraud, don't hesitate to call police. Charges were dropped against a Dallas mom after she was accused of killing her adopted daughter. JD Miles tells us about the details on this case.
After more than a year in the Dallas County Jail, Ceenie Matthews emerged as a free woman, flanked by her attorneys, with only one word to describe her 15 months behind bars.
Challenging.
How so? How so? Describe what this was like for you. It's important.
She's been locked up for a crime she didn't commit. I mean, what do you think?
Matthews' attorney applauded the decision by the Dallas County District Attorney's Office to drop a child endangerment charge against his client that's related to the 2017 murder of her 3-year-old daughter, Sharon.
The DA realized that they were going to have a tough time proving this case beyond a reasonable doubt.
That case was built on the accusation that Ceenie Matthews and her husband Wesley left their adopted daughter home alone the night before Sharon disappeared. She was found dead 2 weeks later in a nearby culvert. Wesley Matthews has been arrested and charged with capital murder, despite his excuse that the special needs child choked on milk he forced her to drink. Matthews' attorney continues to argue that they were good parents and they are being unfairly prosecuted. Richardson police released a statement saying it's disappointed with the decision to drop the child endangerment charge Sini Matthews was facing, saying detectives conducted a thorough investigation.
I want to thank the DA's office for dismissing this case, and I'm looking forward to being reunited with my daughter.
That was the only message from Matthews as she left jail. She would not answer questions about the case. Her attorney says she will now seek to regain custody of her 5-year-old biological daughter.
Much JD. 2 men who police say were fighting outside of a Waco hotel have been hospitalized after an officer shot a man who was stabbing the other. It happened shortly after 9 at night at the Deluxe Inn at the corner of Spite and 15th Street. Waco police officer Garen Bynum says the fight started at the hotel and then spilled out into the street by the time officers arrived. Bynum says officers told the men to stop fighting, but they wouldn't. And after seeing one man was stabbing the other with a knife, an officer shot the attacker. Both men were transported to the hospital in unknown conditions, and no names of either man has been released.
You've seen within this last year, body camera footage is a big deal for us, and body camera footage for this particular incident will be a major factor into the investigation.
This is the 3rd officer-involved shooting in Central Texas this week. Authorities in Franklin County have arrested a woman for allegedly keeping a man captive. Police say a 59-year-old man was held inside a house for about 2 weeks by a 43-year-old woman. They say the two lived together in the home, and the captivity reportedly started around February 14th. Investigators say she used a pistol to gain and maintain control over the man. They say she kept him tied up, gave him limited food and water, and attacked him physically several times. On Wednesday, he got loose and ran to a neighbor's house, and he was taken to the hospital for multiple injuries. The woman was arrested at the scene.
The victim started relaying the story to me. I kind of thought it was far-fetched, but then we started matching up what he was telling us to what we were seeing at the crime scene, and we knew that he was telling us exactly what happened. He does have superficial wounds on some of his extremities from being bound and beaten.
The woman was taken into custody on charges of aggravated kidnapping, which is a first-degree felony. Authorities say more charges will likely be filed. Investigators say that members of a church group, possibly Jehovah's Witnesses, may have visited during the time the man was being held. And Metallica is making their way back to Lubbock, putting on a show at the United Supermarkets Arena tonight. This is the first time they've come back since their performance in Lubbock in 2004. Limited tickets are available, but you can check selectaseat.com for those. And doors open at 6 and the event starts at 7:30 tonight. We'll have more show reminders and parking information for the concert on our website, everythinglubbock.com. A hospice nurse in Michigan took a big extra step for a patient during a snowstorm. Coming up, we'll tell you the treacherous journey this nurse went on to help someone in need. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Kellyanne Class for a look outside tonight.
Well, Monty, it's going to be another chilly night tonight. Fortunately, it wasn't as warm as it was yesterday. Today, we bottomed out at 42 degrees, but we're going to get even colder than that, and there's a possibility for some freezing rain. I'll have the details coming up.